Welcome to issue 20 of the Titanic by Hachette, the ship legend. There is a lot to do and it's going to be really good. Hope you enjoy. So in this part we get our first proper bits of lights. So first part we get a connecting cable for the first funnel. This will extend the light wire so it's easy to get out later. And you've got the first LED board, a circuit board, which is nice. J1, it's numbered so it's easy to tell what one's which. Then you got part C, which is boiler room vent. We will be needing a few of these from previous issues as well. I'll get to them, we'll number what ones we need later. Part D is a decking again. This is already broken, which is a bit annoying, but it's not going to much problem. Then part E, my favourite, well I can't even say cowled vent. Part F, which is very tiny antenna holder, which is absolutely minute. Look at that. That's easy to lose. Part G, H, I, J, photo etched parts. First photo etched parts were good, but definitely not the last. So that's why I got my cutting mat, so it's easy to cut these out. You need super glue obviously as well. Then you need two of these, which are swan net vents. We've seen these quite a few times, which is nice. Then we have this plastic band. I'll show you what that's for after when we get to that point. And we've got three screws, 3 PB, 1 spare. That's it. Alright, so first thing to do is take, if you can find it. This is why I've numbered up so I know what one's which. One event's for 16, anyone knows. And it's 20H of this, which looks like this one. So if I take a decent scalpel blade, where's this one? Like that. And it says what to do is put a bit of glue, the corners are there, and they put this on. So what I do is first of all I will test fit it to make sure it fits nicely. That can't be right. What have we just done there? I took the wrong one off. Okay, right. Yeah, you need the longer one. What I do is if you take one end off and then just sort of, that's why the best thing to do is test fit it first, because otherwise you probably pick up the wrong one like I did. Yeah, test fit it, it fits nicely. Let's get a bit of super glue and put it on either corner and then stick it on. I'll do that off camera. So once that's secured in place and it's dried a bit, it looks quite nice. Nice little detail on that. You take the stairwell superstructure and it faces towards the stairwell dome, away from where the funnel will go. It says you may need a bit of glue, but we'll see what it's like. That's quite a tight fit, so there's no point gluing that in place for me. You can if you want, but that looks pretty good and fits nicely. Then you take the, put it to the side for the moment, take the officers' quarters? Officers' quarters. And take the bit of decking which is broke, nice. And that goes in the gap that's left here. Don't know why they just didn't do this in the first place, but I won't bother using the usual glue like I've done before. This should stick in place pretty well because obviously it's just fits in there nicely. That's fitting there. Didn't do too bad. Didn't really barely notice the gap there. As long as them two holes there are lined up, you should be okay. Right, so put that to the side for the moment. We'll do the first bit of testing for the LEDs. So do you remember this? It's what we use for the smoke generator tester. So put some new AAA batteries in it. Do not leave these in, because you will regret it later on. So take the LED board, and that lights up there. There's no point putting it fully in, because they obviously just about light up when you put it in. So if it don't work, you can contact Hachette to make sure get another one. But that works quite nicely. It's quite bright as well, surprisingly as well. So that's pretty good. We won't need these for now, so we might as well just take these out. I don't actually tell her, we will need to test it again in a minute, so put that back in for now. So now take the officers' quarters. This is where the LED will go. I'm talking about these windows will have photo etched parts, brown photo etched parts for the windows, and they'll have like little details, which is cool. So it's very good. That's coming in 22, I think it was. So take the officer quarters like this, and the LED board will go in only one way. Make sure the wire's not trapped. So it will go in that way round, I guess. I don't think it will go in the other way round. I know it might actually go in the other way round. Right, take the LED strip. The LED folds in. Note the position shaped end of the circuit board. Okay, right, there's a shaped end here. And that, oh yeah, see. So this indent here, it will only fit in this way round, because otherwise it won't work. So line the LEDs up. You might need to adjust the LEDs the way they fit to fit in properly. It's very fiddly. Very fiddly. Very rarely fiddly. Try not to put much pressure on the board, because you'll probably break it. Right, so it's gone underneath them two, right? You got two tabs here, but it won't go under here. So what you need to do is take a flathead screwdriver and push these tabs in from the top, and it should pop in. I'm gonna do that off camera because to make life easier for myself, and I'll show you after. It's a little awkward. Just be careful, just pushing them in. Once you get it in, it's very secure on there. And again, it just says test to just make sure you didn't damage the board. When you plug it in, just double check you plug it in right. And the LED board lights up quite nicely. I like the uplighters there as well, so that's pretty cool. Once it's built for this part, I will show you in the dark what it looks like built together. I've just lost one of these pipes, I just noticed that. Oh, it's not. Okay, find out, I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, so one of the pipes was just on the floor. Luckily I found it, so that's a siphon tick. So what we do is take the 20C that came with this issue and the 14B that came with issue 14 clearly, and you take this one? Not this one. Take the one I cut off earlier. No, it's not that one either. Take the two that's left on here and just glue them in place like last time. I'll do it off camera and I'll show you after. So once they're glued together, which is looking really good. Nice details. You take the officer's quarters again. That just pops in there. You can use glue if you want, but it don't look like you need it. And the other one goes on the other side like that, all facing away from the where one of the funnels will go. Looking really good. Love these details you're doing in this build. Decking's coming up a bit there, but right. So now the very fiddly part. Definitely need some tweezers. Definitely need a knife. What you're going to have to do is take that photo etched parts, which has gone and vanished on me. Should start on it. Where the hell has that gone? Oh, there it is. That's in the book. Usually if you can't find something, it's in the book. So you need these last two last parts. Right, annoyingly, the part I cut off first is not needed until a later issue. So I've cut off for no reason. So I've put it in a bag and I'll put it in the issue 20, so I know where that should be next. So you take these two off, and what you need to do is bend it at the just about. Can't see it, but there's a crease in the middle here. So bend it in the middle, and then they'll go over these two. What do they call these? Hatches. And then just glue them in place. So what's best to do is take them off, bend them a bit, put them on, make sure they fit, and then glue them. So it's trial and error. So I'll do that off camera because that's going to take a little bit of time, and I'll show you the result in the end. Sec. Tiny little hoods put on. Can make it a bit better. Probably I did do a bit of a rush job there. Yeah, as long as they're secured in place, they're looking pretty nice. So you take the swan neck, the cowled vent, and that goes in these two little holes this way round on the deck you chucked in earlier. That's not going in for some reason. Very tight fit for some reason. The hole's lined up well, so I don't know why it's going in. Not going in. That's it. It's a little bit longer than I thought. Well, it was. There's a bit of plastic still in the bottom of the hole, so I just poked the hole for a little bit, and that popped in there quite nicely. Again, don't need glue; it's stuck in there well. But with this part, we'll need glue because it's so small. We still ain't lost it yet. As surprised I haven't, to rest. This is that little antenna holder, and it goes in this little hole here. So what I'm probably going to do is glue that, put a bit of glue on that first. If you ain't got a good pair of tweezers, get some, definitely. You'll need it with this build. And that will go in there. It shows it facing sort of that direction. Like that. So that's pretty good. And then you take the two swan neck ones. And they face this way round. So the vents go that way round. They're very loose, so I will secure them in glue. And the other one goes in this like this, like that. Actually, I might leave them in just in case they say later on, oh, we realised these are the wrong colour. I'd be surprised. Right, that's that for now. And then what you need to do, take apart from issue 15, which has been sitting there for a while, I think. Yep. That's why it's so easy to do that. It makes life really so much easier. This is the part you need. It will go, the ventilation duct will go in here like this. See that you can see the hole is not very opened up, so going from getting a part in, just get a scalpel and make the hole a bit bigger, or make sure it actually has a hole in it. Yeah, simples. If you make a hole too big, it don't matter too much because you just put a bit of glue on it. So it goes in there, and the top other end just pops into the ventilation like that. Don't know why they supplied that late in issue 15 when we don't even need it till now. I do wonder sometimes, I really do. Look at that. So put that to the side again, we need that in a minute. So you need one of the funnels, again, it don't matter what one you take, because these are identical, so you need to do is take the, if this is hard now to take this out now, can you imagine what it's like later on when you're actually in the model. Right, so you take one of these smoke generators out. I'll leave that one to the side set. I'll try that again later. You take one smoke generators out, and then you take the plastic band, and that just goes over the wire, and it sort of helps it stick the wire to the, keep the wire to the smoke generator. Not 100% sure why, but I think it just makes it neater, it looks easier. Like that. So put it aside again. You take the extension wire we got. I know it's a long video, this one. It's a lot of steps. So take long wire. And it says, take contact, thread the larger connector up through the first funnel. So does that mean it goes up through the first funnel? Yeah, so that should fit through there. Yeah. Then take the officers' quarters. That's just a very fiddly part. You need to feed this part through the gap there. It's easier said than done. Oh god, I'm a bad cough. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'll be back in a sec. Yeah, that weren't easy to feed that through. So you feed as much of the wire through as you can, and you get the funnel, and it faces this way round in the holes, like that. So it's looking good. To make sure the ladder is facing this way, and then what you do is take the two screws that came with this issue and screw it in there. And I'll be doing that. First funnel secured onto the decking. That was pretty easy to do. Just a little fiddly in some places, like the wire through, feeding the wire in this gap here. I managed to sort of push it through where the LED board was, so it made it a bit easier. Just a little bit of give, and that's all you need. And loads of little details. That's cool. As I said, there'll be more window details. That's why these little indentations will be there. So that'll be 22, I think. So hope you enjoy this video. That's what we've done so far today. Let me know what you think in comments, and see you next Sunday, hopefully, because I'm waiting the parts with the next build. See you soon. Bye. Let's get this done now. Alright, I'm going to show you what it looks like lit up. It's quite light at the moment, so it's not going to show massively, but that's the LEDs shining out through the top, which is cool. And I've got to show what's coming next week as well. Hopefully next week anyway. So it don't look like much. Whole section fixed screws, plus updated details for the deck. So there isn't a huge amount in issue 21, but we'll be going back to the forecastle, or I say it's forecastle, but some people say it's a foxhole. So I don't know. It's spelled forecastle, so I'm guessing it's a forecastle. But put in comments what you think is forecastle or foxhole. Makes no sense to me. So yeah, not much to do, but well, no much parts, but probably bits and pieces to replace. So that's quite cool. So again, hope you enjoy. Let me know with your comments, and see you next time. See you soon. Bye.
Please remember to hit the like button and the subscribe. See you soon in the next video. See you soon. Bye.